everybody, and welcome. I'm Shakia Mayer, and in this video, I want to talk about managing your anxiety, specifically for those of us who are in the US and we are awaiting these results to come in. There's a lot that's happening with our country and not just with the office of, not just with the president, but with other positions as well, right? And so I will share this with you all. I wasn't really following what was going on. I was intentionally putting distance between myself and the news. And then I said, well, let me tune in and catch up because I want to be informed. And y'all, when I did that, my anxiety skyrocketed. Okay. And I don't want to make this video super political, so I'm not going to get into details of, what I feel about the candidates and things like that. I think we are in a situation where many of us, we had to choose the lesser of the two evils, right? And because of that, and because of what happened during the previous election, because of what happened during this administration, emotions are heightened. And as we are waiting for these results, I want you to honor what it is you feel. I don't want you to believe or to think that you have to turn it off, or you only have to, you have to pretend that it's not going on. That's not the case. This is the reality that we are experiencing. And the tips I'm going to give you, it's not just for tonight. The tips I'm going to give you relate to managing your stress and anxiety in general. It just so happens that in the States, we are experiencing an anxiety-provoking event tonight. So I wanted to come on and just share some information. Some of these tips you might already be aware of, which is cool. Make sure you are using them because you want to, for the purpose of your own mental health, your own mental well-being, you do want to practice these stress management tools or anxiety management tools for the sake of your mental well-being. Also, if you are working on manifesting anything, we have to be grounded in our energy. We can't become emotionally attached to situations. And that's what I had experienced when I turned on the news and I had been following what's going on. I noticed, because we have to be aware, I noticed that I was becoming emotionally attached, and my emotions were in my red zone. And that's something I teach my clients to differentiate between our red zones and our blue zone. And it was in my red zone. And it was, meaning it was heightened. It was very, very heightened. And I had to manage my own well-being, take care of myself. And so that's what I want to share with you tonight. This won't be long. The first thing to do to manage your anxiety is to, if you are watching the news, if you are following the stories, if you're following the votes that have been counted thus far, I'm talking about the election, but these are tools you can use other times as well. But for the purpose of what's happening in the United States of America, this is what we're going to talk about. So if you are watching the news and you're following along with the stories, detach a little bit. Know when to turn off. Know when to get off social media. It is okay for you to disconnect. You do not have to follow every single update. You do not have to engage in politically charged conversations all the time. Know when and how to take a step back and to disengage. Another tip for managing your anxiety is to utilize your support system. Who's around you that you can talk to, whether it's to vent or to talk about something completely different. We have a support system, many of us, and if you don't, then we need to work on getting one. But when you have a support system, use it. So often, a lot of my clients will have wonderful support systems, but they don't utilize them. Your support system is an active resource. use it. Reach out when you need to. Another way to manage your anxiety is to be mindful of your breathing. It sounds so simple. You're like, Shakia, really breathe? That's your tip? And yet, sometimes when our stress or anxiety is heightened, we forget to breathe. And if we are breathing, we're not necessarily breathing in a way that's helpful. And so be aware, be mindful of your breathing. Remember to take a deep breath. Remember to practice, you can practice self-soothing, which is another tip. You can put your hand over your heart and take a deep breath. You can put your hand over your heart and recite a mantra, recite a positive affirmation. You can pray if you'd like. This helps you to feel connected to yourself, to be present in the moment, and to take a step back from the unwanted thoughts that you might be experiencing, or unwanted or unhelpful emotions that you might be experiencing. Another tip is, and I know if you're on the East Coast, it's not that late, but it's a little late in the evening. But another tip is to step outside and get some air. Obviously, we know what's going on, so we want to make sure that we are practicing social distancing. But you can step outside, you can get some fresh air. You can step outside and get some air. You can, and that can also allow you to relax a little bit, to step away, from maybe your devices, from the television, from the computer, from the different polls and stories that are coming out, who's leading and things of that nature. Another tip you can do is practice meditation. It can be a guided meditation. You can do a participate meditation. Whatever it is for you, you can do a mindful walk. Whatever you need to do to make sure you are taking care of yourself. So remember that taking care of yourself is top priority, regardless of what's going on. Also, I want you to remember that although this is nerve-wracking, just because we want to know, specifically, regarding the election, we can only control what we can control. And so we have to also practice radical acceptance. We are not going to be able to control the outcome. We did our part. If you utilized your civic duty, or if you went out to vote, you did your part. If you helped to campaign, you did your part. If you talked to people, helped register people, you did your part. And so you can only do what you can do. We can't allow situations to take us out of ourselves and to put us in a state that is uncomfortable, to put us in a state where it impacts our peace, our calm, our sanity. Whatever the turnout, you will be okay. Right? You will be okay. Why? Because you are resilient. So I wanted to just share, like I said, these tips with you all tonight. Practice them as you need them. Again, for your own well-being, for the election, but also if you notice in other situations that you are experiencing stress or anxiety, you can practice these tips. I have so many tips that I could give you. These were the few that I chose. Again, also, if you are working on manifesting tonight, if you are doing a ritual tonight, be mindful of your emotions, because your emotions can play a part in the outcome. And you want to manifest your intended desire. You don't want to manifest haphazardly. So be aware that you are being mindful of your emotions. If you are manifesting, if you're doing a manifesting ritual tonight as well. Speaking of manifesting, if you haven't grabbed my manifesting checks, do so. They are wonderful. And Thursday is a great day tomorrow is a great day to work on manifesting money. So grab you a manifestation check and do you a manifestation ritual. But before you do that, remember to be grounded. Remember to be calm. Remember to manage your emotions. We're not going to allow any situation to control us. We can manage what's going on and what we feel. Let me know what questions you have. Any questions, any thoughts, any comments, concerns. Let me know here in this post, or you can private message me. Also, if you are interested in kicking up your manifesting game, then be sure to sign up for my Filthy Rich Goddess virtual bootcamp so that you can enhance your manifesting. If you thought these tips were cool and you want to dig a little deeper, if you are ready to reprogram your subconscious, if you are ready to wire your brain to become just magnetic to money, then this bootcamp is for you. So make sure you check it out. The link is on my page and I will put it in this post. Take care of yourself, and as always, have a courageous night, and I will talk to you all real soon. Bye.